All right, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please. And let's get right into this story. Rihanna, Riri, Caribbean girl, is America's youngest self-made billionaire with a B, and we counting her money in American dollars. See how she built her empire, right, Tessa? All right, let's pay attention to this. All right, shout out to MSN for this one. So, a woman from humble beginnings in St. Michael, Barbados. Robin is her first name. Rihanna is her middle name. Fenty is her last name. Is a successful singer, songwriter, and businesswoman. Starting her career as a music artist, Rihanna has started multiple businesses and has been a trailblazer in the fashion and beauty industry. Let me give her props while it is due, while she is alive. Shout out to Barbados for recognizing her as a living legend, a living hero. We got a lot of heroes in Jamaica, but we don't have any that's living, and no one has been appointed that status while they were alive. I think we have a few people that are deserving of that while they're alive, but that's another story because this ain't about Jamaica. Okay, this is about Rihanna. Let me also give Riri her big up, because from them humble beginnings, I'm sure she had wild dreams for herself, but I don't think she had dreams this wild. But that's life, though. You know what I mean? When you're chosen, my friend, and when you're gifted, and when you put the work in and dedicate yourself, and a whole lot of sacrifice probably went into all this too, you could end up in places with things that your wildest dreams did not produce. Also, I definitely think that Rihanna is single-handedly responsible for taking down Victoria's Secret. You know, Victoria's Secret is all we know. Growing up, all the older heads, all the mid-age people, all that. Victoria's Secret, when you talk about lingerie and sexiness and what a woman got under her clothes, we talking about Vicky C, Victoria's Secret. Not anymore. Not anymore. Once Rihanna popped up and started doing her thing, it was a wrap for Victoria's Secret. Anyhow, what is Rihanna's net worth? Let's get into her pockets. So Rihanna's net worth as it sits is at $1.4 billion. That's a billion dollars, right? That's as of 2022, and it was slated to grow throughout 2023. So by the time 2023 is over, she'll have a whole lot more money than this projected. So this 2022 was her third year on Forbes' America's Richest Self-Made Women's list, where she ranked at number 21, because there's a whole lot of rich women around here. She is the youngest billionaire on the list, though, also making history as a black woman. Her outstanding net worth means that Rihanna is now the youngest self-made female billionaire in America and the wealthiest female musician in the world. The number 2 musicians is Madonna. Madonna is next after Rihanna. When you talk about the wealthiest female musicians in the world, it's Rihanna, 1, Madonna, 2. Madonna is legendary. Okay, Madonna's net worth is at $850 million. Rihanna's net worth is at $1.4 billion. Rihanna, by the way, makes an average of 70 million US dollars every 12 months per year. That's a hell of a lot of money. She in the money, baby. Rihanna obtained her net worth by creating multiple. Now, a lot of people are like, how the hell did she get all that money? Music pays you all that money? I don't know. That sounds strange. Okay, here it goes. Rihanna obtained her net worth by creating multiple revenue streams and a diverse financial portfolio. She has claimed success by being a mogul in the music, beauty, and the fashion industry, using her personal experience and inclusive perspective to fill gaps in the market. You know what kind of gaps they talking about? Victoria's Secret always catered to the skinny bimbos. They always catered to the flat asses. They always catered to the females that were shaped like a mop stick. They always catered to, not to the round and curvy. And in many cases, they were not catering to women of color, my friend. But when Rihanna came through, she was catering to all the bimbos, skinny chicks, bony bodies, big, thick bodies, fat bodies, BBWs, all that. And this is how she cornered the market. Everything under one brand. Now, with that said, she slipped off into the music first, right? Rihanna was first discovered as a musician by record producer Evan Rogers, who signed her to syndicated rhythm productions. After Jay-Z heard one of Rihanna's demos, he ended up signing a record deal with Def Jam Records in 2004. In 2005, Rihanna released her first album called Music of the Sun. She released 7 more albums in the coming years, and her music career flourished. She received 9 Grammy Awards, 12 Billboard Music Awards, 13 America's Music Choice Awards, and 8 People Choice Awards. That's just to name a few. Just to name a few. Damn! I had no idea that Rihanna actually put out 7 albums. No wonder she took a break from music. And she was touring extensively. You know what I mean? She's only one person, so she diversified herself as well. She was like, yo, it's time for me to start being a mommy. I'm ready to have a child. I'm ready to switch gears. I'm ready to put the music down for a minute. Pursue my other passions, fashion and all that other stuff. And there she is. She's out there doing it. And then, of course, acting. In addition to being a musician, Rihanna made appearances in film and television. Her first role was a cameo in Bring It On, All or Nothing in 2006. She starred in roles such as Battleship, Ocean's 8, Annie Bates Motel, This Is the End, The Valerian, and The City of a Thousand Planets. Man, I just named you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movies that Rihanna was in. You see, when greatness is being done in front of you, you don't even really pay attention. She really is like a shooting star across the sky. You think, damn, that was fast. We seen it. Okay, what's coming next? But what you didn't see was the 7 albums, the 13 American Music Choice Awards, the 9 Grammy Awards, the 12 Billboard Music Awards, and then the 8 movies that she appeared in. In 2012, Rihanna starred in her television series called Styled to Rock. The series debuted in the UK, followed by an American version in 2013. She also voiced the main character in the movie Home and produced the official soundtrack for it as well. I'm telling y'all how she got to her money. Brand deals came next. Rihanna leveraged her fame to obtain brand deals with many top designers and companies. She signed with CoverGirl in 2007, and she was the face of the brand such as Totes, umbrellas, Got Milk, and a Gucci collection. Additionally, she had celebrity endorsement ads for Marc Cosmetics, for Budweiser, for Armani, Dior, Gucci, Secret, Nike, Clinique. That's just to name a few. It's a long list. She was picking up them checks. In 2014, she served as the creative director for Puma women's collections. Yo, she was on to everything, creating a collaboration deal that was rumored to be worth $1 million back then. That's 2014. In 2015, she signed a deal with Samsung to promote their Galaxy line of products in exchange for $25 million to sponsor her tour and her upcoming album at the same time, and that was the album called Anti. In September of 2017, Rihanna launched her brand Fenty Beauty. The line is in her partnership with LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, a French luxury retailer where Rihanna owns 50%. You heard who this is in partnership with? Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, and LVMH. The Fenty Beauty cosmetic line has gained praise for the range of shades that were offered. Just like with her lingerie, negligee, all that other sexy stuff, where she catered to everybody, it's the same thing she did with the beauty line. She catered to every shade, from the lightest to the darkest. Now, being inclusive of darker shades for a foundation, the brand bridged a gap in the cosmetic industry because there wasn't too many people that were catering to chocolate sisters or chocolate people who use makeup, because men use makeup too, I'm just saying. But she came in and she cornered that market as well. Additionally, the brand received praise for the diversity of the models that were used in the marketing campaign, putting Fenty Beauty at the front of the transition to inclusivity in the music industry. She in the beauty industry. I'm sorry, I keep saying music industry. I mean, we're talking about Rihanna here. Okay. She then created a skincare line, Fenty Skin, on top of her beauty line and on top of her lingerie, negligee, sexy stuff. Fenty Skin is a gender neutral, cruelty-free skincare brand under the umbrella of Fenty Beauty. That is valued at $2.8 billion by itself. Remember, I told you her net worth is $1.4 billion. That's just her money by itself. Her business, Fenty Beauty, the cosmetic line alone by itself, is valued at $2.8 billion by itself. The Fenty Beauty cosmetic line contributes to most of Rihanna's $1.4 to $1.7 billion net worth. And like I said, in this year, as before the year is over with, she's going to have a whole lot more money. Savage X Fenty. Then came that piece. Now, after the success of her Fenty Beauty launch, Rihanna developed and launched a lingerie brand in May of 2018. The company is valued at $270 million. That's her lingerie brand. $270 million. And she has a 30% stake in that company. Savage X Fenty is an exclusive lingerie line with a broad size range to cater to women of multiple shapes and sizes. Continuing the trend from Fenty Beauty, this was one of the first inclusive lingerie brands. Boomerang reported that the Savage X Fenty team was working with Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley to offer the brand an initial public offering, an IPO. That means going on the stock market, my friend. That means Savage X Fenty would be a publicly traded company on the stock market. This is why I'm saying by the end of this year, if all these deals fall through, she's probably going to double, if not triple, her net worth. This IPO could value the company at $3 billion right off the top, and Rihanna again would own another 30% equity in that as well. So if you're wondering how she gets her money, this is it. And then there is the Fenty Fashion House. Rihanna also launched a fashion house with the luxury fashion group LVMH. The fashion house was founded in 2017 and launched in May of 2019. Through this partnership, Rihanna became the first woman and person of color to collaborate with the LVMH group. The group agreed to shut down the Fenty fashion label in 2021, less than 2 years after they started the production. How does Rihanna spend her money, you might ask? I mean, we over here talking about how she make all this money. Let's talk about how she spend the money. Okay, she work hard, so she plays hard. And you know, it's a Caribbean girl with a whole lot of flavor, my friend. So a whole heap of playing I go on. We seen her many times in the Caribbean, whining down and getting on bad and these things. Okay, she work hard, so she plays hard. It says, come to mind when considering how Rihanna spends her money. Now, after putting her money to work, in the work to create a $1 billion business from the ground up, how does the billionaire spend her money in America, or spend her fortune? Let's get into that. Philanthropy and giving back, those are big deals for Rihanna. She never hesitates to donate money to a good cause. She was named Humanitarian of the Year by Harvard University in 2017. Harvard University in 2017. Humanitarian of the Year. Rihanna founded the Clara Lionel Foundation in 2012 in honor of her grandparents. In 2020 alone, the foundation invested over $47 million. Listen to this. Towards mental health, fighting racial inequality, healthcare, and PPE, and education initiatives. Personal protective equipment, PPE. Remember, we just came through Corona, the pandemic. A lot of people were out of masks. They were out of gowns. They were out of like first line healthcare workers were out of a lot of the essential stuff that was needed. Rihanna threw a whole lot of money into that. Fighting racial inequality, healthcare, and education initiatives. $47 million. That in 1 year, 2020 alone. Additionally, she donated $5 million to different organizations to help fund the coronavirus relief efforts through the Clara Lionel Foundation, which again was set up in honor of her grandparents. She diversifies her portfolio. She's into real estate. Rihanna has owned and rented real estate in California, in Barbados, in the UK, England, and in New York. Rihanna rented out an apartment in Chinatown from 2013 to 2017, and the rent was $50,000 a month. She purchased a mansion in Hollywood in 2017, and that mansion in Hollywood is $6.8 million. She currently rents this property out, earning her back $35,000 per month, because she ain't really there. She got a whole lot going on and a whole lot of other places she needs to be. So she's not just going to let the property sit there. She's actually renting it out to affluent people who can afford it, and it's under contract now, $35,000 per month. She also purchased a beachfront property in her home country of Barbados that cost her $21.8 million. Damn! Most recently, in 2021, she bought a home in Hollywood, California, again, that cost her $13.8 million. And a few months after purchasing that home in the Hollywood Hills, she paid $10 million to buy the property that was right next door to it. She said, I don't want no neighbors. I'm Rihanna, so I'm going to be my own neighbor. And she bought the neighbor's property next to the property that I'm loving this. Go on with your bad self, Riri. Now, being a successful entrepreneur in the fashion and beauty industry, it's not surprising that Rihanna has good taste, known for her style. You know, it is not unusual for Rihanna to splurge on the finer things in life. Rihanna is frequently photographed in fashion pieces that come straight from the runway. She was spotted on Instagram in a pair of Saint Laurent glitter boots days after the Paris fashion show. The boots alone, my friend. The boots alone. The boots alone. The boots alone cost her $10,000. Now, for her pregnancy photo shoot, Rihanna wore a customized 18-karat gold King Midas Rolex, which retails for $42,000. So just her boots are $10,000, $42,000 on a wrist. That's the watch. And according to The Sun, Rihanna's car collection throughout her career has cost her somewhere between $2.3 million, consisting of cars such as a M1 or a 1 SLR McLaren and a $1 million SLR McLaren, which is a upscale Mercedes-Benz type sports Ferrari looking kind of car. You could go look it up. And a $330,000 Lamborghini Aventador. Now, since her early beginning in the music career, Rihanna has spared no expenses to let her hair down and party with her friends, throwing parties on luxury super yachts and the Mediterranean cruises. She pays top dollars to have a good time. Why not? Work hard, play hard, baby girl. That's what life's about. She spared no expenses. In addition to fashion and partying, Rihanna spends her fortune on travel experiences, and she has been spotted at luxurious destinations in Europe, such as Saint-Tropez, France, Portofino, Italy, Amsterdam, the Netherlands. That's just to name a few of the places. She travels a lot. Rihanna's net worth, nowhere to go but up from here. There's no doubt that Rihanna puts in the work to earn her fortune. Her personality and her inclusive nature have contributed significantly to the success of her businesses, creating color, size, and gender-inclusive brands that set her apart from the others. From humble beginnings in the Caribbean as a little Caribbean girl to being a billionaire in the United States of America, Rihanna's career embodies the American dream and success story. And there you have it. Now, leave your comments in the comment section below. And I know right now she is serving as an inspiration to the little Caribbean girls out there and to some of you big grown women as well, that it's never over and that you are full of potential and things can happen for you too. You just have to apply yourself. All them things I just told you that Rihanna did and had her hands in, you would think that you had like 7, 8, 9, 10 Rihannas working as a team to get all that accomplished. What does that tell you? You're going to have to strike the iron while it's hot. You're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of sleep. You're going to have to dedicate yourself to the grind. You're going to have to keep focused on your mission, and you're going to get it done, right? With that said, shout out to Rihanna. And shout out to everybody tuning in and listening. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.